Spontaneous Sportsman here. I got permission today to fish some private ponds behind me. There's 3 different ponds. I'm going to try for a variety of species: catfish, carp, and possibly bluegill. I'll make the video and then try to edit it and see how it goes. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I want to show you guys how easy it is to catch a panfish and how fast. So we got a bobber here. It's white and green, and then about a foot under that is a jig head with a jig body on it, usually for crappie, but it's got a white body and a red tail, hula tail, and then it's tipped with a live worm. So I'm going to throw this in there, and you guys are going to see how fast after I throw it in I'm going to have a panfish. He bit it right away. I'm going to catch him this time. There he is. So most of these fish in this pond are about this big. Not too big. They look like that. Quite beautiful. Fun to catch, but not very big. This other rod I have set out here for carp hasn't had a bite yet, but we'll give it a little bit of time. I'm just missing them. The bobber's going down. Won't wait for a big one. There's a bigger one. So, see that panfish is right there. That bluegill, it's not a very big one. But you guys can see that fish. They're fun to catch. Every now and then among the stunted fish, you'll get a big one. This is a bigger bluegill. Probably a keeper actually. So this one I might end up keeping. I might throw it back. I'm going to put it on the stringer and then decide later. It's a beautiful fish, and it hit a maggot. And so we'll see if I end up keeping this one or not, but it's definitely going on the stringer for now. Nice fish, chunky. Hey guys, just wanted to let you guys see that it's possible to catch a catfish on a jig. I was just jigging this chartreuse jig through the water right by the bank, and I caught this nice channel cat just now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this jig out of here. I'm going to release this beautiful fish back into the water, okay? But it hit right by the bank, literally, on this chartreuse jig. I don't know if you guys can see that. See that jig? I need to get this out of here. This guy hit hard and he fought good, so I'm going to let him go for another day. He's a little bit smaller, but I will release him. Got that hook out. Can you hear that? That's the noise they make. I'm going to release that one. I want you guys to get a look at that panfish. Look how big that is compared to my head. That is a... Just caught this catfish. I don't know if the camera died again, but there's a nice catfish again. I'm going to put this guy on the stringer and try to catch a third one. So I just caught a nice catfish, but the camera went off on me, so I'm going to try to catch another one on film. Hopefully this works out perfect. It just hit few minutes ago. So I'm putting this not very far out there, and then they hit it. Right about there. And then we just wait a little bit. Not very long at all. There, it just hit the bottom. Where it goes kind of slack, you know it hit the bottom. We're using a 1/0 hook, chicken liver, and a bullet weight, so it's about an ounce in weight. And it's going to go to the bottom. It's on the bottom now. And they're going to kind of taste it a little bit. And then when you feel a hard pull, you know you have a catfish, and then you set the hook. I just landed one, but the camera had gone off. There's one biting it. So like I said, the landowner said I could keep 3. I already have one on the stringer. So we're going to definitely fillet some fish for you guys today. There it is, still biting. Hasn't taken it yet though. Now if the line goes slack, that means that he's eating it and coming kind of toward me. And that's when you want to roll the line up and then set the hook hard. Or if he pulls it really hard, right now, I'm going to be setting the hook. He's still playing with it though. I hope this is a bigger one, not a small one. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Sometimes the big ones bite really light. There he goes, it's right there. Got him. Got him. He's fighting it. Oh. There he comes. He's scaring away the bluegill. There he is. Nice catfish right there. Just caught him. So let me get him off here. So on a catfish of this size, what you want to do is start with a sharp knife, and you're going to make an incision right along behind the first fin here, and you're going to see a bone right here sticking out. Just follow that, making sure that catfish is already dead, which it is, and then you're making your incision all the way across. And then on this side, do the same thing. Start around the head. You're not going all the way through the meat, you're just going through the skin at this point. So you're going to make your incision right behind those gills, being careful not to go through the skin. Then when it's separated there, you have a place and you have a puller. And this puller, you're going to pull the skin off of this dead catfish. Pull it all the way off. Comes out kind of like a glove. And you're going to skin it completely. That's the beauty of a catfish. They don't have scales, they have skin. And it's really easy to skin it if you have these good grippers. So let me finish skinning it, and then I'll show you what to do next.